Here you go. Take it.
Feladod? Szóval fizes!
Hold on. Let's just talk about this, eh? Okutya o Sagba a Korea?
Mit? Megöllek!
You won't get anything out of me.
I'm surprised you're still standing. You must have drunk an entire cask.
Yeah, you're right, my friend. I drank all I could drink. I'm still thirsty.
the one Aranka was talking about. The voivod will want to talk
About money.
What? Go on then.
He wants to fleece us again.
Damn it. It's just what we need.
Exactly. We'll have to talk to the others this evening and decide what to do.
My Delo del
Can't go on like this.
I won't have you causing trouble here. Lady, cough up some coin or we'll report you to the bailiff.
No, you're right. Here's compensation.
That's better. Now get lost. That's more like it. I apologize.
You look to me a lot like the one Aranka was talking about. The voivod will want to talk.
The last person I saw this hammered was the priest during Easter.
If I hadn't run away from the monastery way back when, I could have been a priest too.
Lord be with you.
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
lucky.
Good to see you.
Greetings.
He mostly just complained.
Welcome. You can buy everything you need from me, but excuse the selection. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked and my wagon tipped into the pond. I salvaged some things, but the rest is now in the pond.
Were there any valuables in there?
You bet. Lord Simeon ordered all sorts of delicacies and precious spices from me for the wedding feast. And for Taylor Bartishak, I was carrying expensive fabrics to make dresses for the occasion. If you only knew how much coin I spent on this.
And where did the wagon tip?
On the roads near the Katchak Pond, beyond Jelioff. You can still find it there. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off. But what can I do?
I'm sorry to hear that.
Me too, but what can I do? So, what will it be?
What do you have for sale?
Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
What do you need? Farewell.
How's it going? I'm running out of ink. What? Again? What do you mean, again? You used to get me more last time I asked. So it won't come as a surprise that I refuse again. They found a dead body stuck in the wheel. Some vagabond.
Ave Maria.
And get this, Milabushka says he was in the water at least a week, judging by the state of his body.
You have a kind master, eh, don't you?
Greetings. Do you need something?
Can I spend the night here?
Not a chance. Go back to where you came from, you wastrel.
I'll have a look at your wares. I'd like to discuss the price.
All right. Why not?
Satisfied?
You really won't convince me like this. Aye, that'll do.
I'll have a look at your wear.
It looks better already.
Pour me one. Hey, listen. Say thumb.
Thumb?
Stick it up your bum.
Genius.
I could eat.
It's hard to believe you're still single.
God be with you.
I wish you well.
See you later. I wish you well.
You're not gonna plow on Sunday.
Well, this doesn't seem too bad.
A word about the price.
Sure, why not?
Only because it's you.
You really won't convince me like this. Aye, that some'll convince me.
Aye, coming right up.
Why the hell do they pour the beer on the table?
Lord be with you.
The humans won't be coming back here. Don't worry.
Good. Peace at last. Until you get into trouble again, that is.
Hey,
Bless.
Hans!
And to you.
Are you talking to me?
Hangman's halter.
It
I really
happens.
remember.
Just watch where you're going next time.
Back already, Hans? I thought you'd be gone a lot longer.
Where is it exactly I'm supposed to be coming back from?
You said you were off to Germany to sell your wares. I gave you some trinkets to see if you have any luck hawking them for me there. Didn't you go in the end?
Do we know each other?
Of course. It's me, Joachim. We met in Gutenberg. We had that row about who had the right to a better pitch at the market. We nearly crossed swords at the cattle market in the morning. But come evening, we were getting boozed up together at the Hangman's Halter. You more than me, I reckon, seeing as you don't remember.
You're a trader, then?
Not quite, Hans. Just a plain old huckster, like yourself.
How's business?
It's been better. Luckily, there are still enough people in Gutenberg who aren't living hand to mouth, but they still chafe at the prices, even though I haven't put them up in years.
Where do you get the goods you sell in Kuttenberg?
Wherever I can, Hans. Wherever I can. Every now and then I meet a merchant on the road who's happy to trade with me. Other times I bump into a craftsman in some backwater who makes quality stuff that doesn't cost the earth. So I peddle my wares around the country.
I have to get going. So long.
See you later, Hans.
Yeah, right.
Ah, Hans.
I'm curious to see...
Wares? Trinkets and baubles.
Well, it's better than listening
I
to news about
apologize.
bandits running rampant around here.
Can I spend the night here?
Not a chance. Go back to where you came from, you wastrel.
What's the latest news, innkeeper?
Have you heard about the Divozhenka of Semaine?
What Divozhenka?
You haven't seen one yet? A Divozhenka is a wild woman of the forest. An ugly, disfigured creature. You can find them deep in the woods or caves, where they make their ointments and gather magic herbs. Sometimes they hurt people, sometimes they help them. You shouldn't go there.
Why not?
The Sameen lot did that. They were worried she might put young Lord Sameen under a spell, especially now, because of the wedding. So they took care of her. And that's about it, I'd say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper. What's the latest news, innkeeper?
Nothing much, fortunately, and I hope it stays that way.
I'm looking for Pavlena, the daughter of the herbwoman from Zhelyov. Do you know her?
Aye, I do. Pavlina still comes here from time to time, selling baskets, ointments, and whatnot. I ain't seen her around in a while, though. Why are you looking for her?
She hasn't been home for a long time, so Bozhena sent me to look for her. When she left, she was heading here.
If I was you, I'd go and ask at the rat house. Or Jezek the cooper. That old goat had his eye on her one time. Only she wouldn't have him if he was the last man alive. Can't say I blame her. That Jezek's a drunken sot.
Do you think anyone would want to harm Pavlena?
Bozhena's not too popular here since that misfortune with Yakesh's wife, Ludmilla. But no one holds a grudge against Pavlena. She was only a young lass at the time.
What was that about a misfortune with Ludmilla?
That was way back. She was the midwife here. She'd give the women herbs and whatnot when they called for her. But then something happened when she was helping out at Yakesh's. His wife, Ludmilla, died, and a child was stillborn. A tragedy it was, and then Bozhina, she left.
Just like that?
Well, to tell the truth, we drove her out.
Oh? Why was that?
Better ask Yakesh if you want to know more. He's often by his son's grave. It's next to the farm.
What's this Yezhek like? And what do you mean about him having his eye on Pavlena?
He wanted to get married, and no sensible girl around here would have a drunkard like him, so he figured Pavlena might be an easier bet. He promised her a home in the village, but the girl wasn't so dumb as to fall for it. He's hardly got 2 groschen to rub together, and his house ain't no palace neither. All she'd have out of it is a heartache, and a bunch of brats as pig ugly as their old man.
And where might I find this Yezhek?
If he ain't boozing here at the tavern, he'll be on the way here or at home.
Thanks. And do you think this Yezhek might have done something to her? Like abduct her because she scorned him?
Nah, he ain't got it in him. He's all mouth, but he'd never raise his hand to a woman. And even if he did, Pavlena would probably give him a hiding. Just recently, he got a black eye from this skinny fella here. He's a weakling and a wretch. He wouldn't have a chance with Pavlena.
Oh, it's really pissing down.
Oh, you mutt.
I'm sorry.
I'm looking for Pavlena from Zhelyov. She went missing after heading here to Troskowitz.
Then ask that drunk, Yezhek. I heard him talking about her often enough. I don't have nothing to do with the girl.
I hear you're interested in Pavlena.
What's it to you?
Well, Pavlena's gone missing. Do you know anything about that?
Fuck, wait. No, I haven't seen her lately. And I got a pasting in the tavern, so I haven't been out lately. You can ask there.
Aye. I heard about that famous fight of yours.
So you see, I wouldn't wish no harm on Pavlena, even though she didn't want me. But I'm not sure you could say the same about that ginger-headed Roman of hers. That's where I'd look if I was you. His cottage is on the road to the butcher's.
What's that I hear?
God be with you.
Can I ask what happened between you and that midwife, Bojana? I heard you banished her from the village because of some mishap with your wife.
That was no mishap. The witch killed my son and damned him to hell.
Wait a moment. Start from the beginning. What do you mean she killed and damned your son?
My wife, Ludmilla, gave birth to 3 daughters. Quick and easy every time. The village women often scream all day and night before they bring their babies into the world. Not my Ludmilla. When she had Marushka, it was all over before the midwife even got here. But when Yaroslav was coming into the world, you know, I knew already I'd finally have a son. I never sent for no help. Why would I? After all, Ludmilla done it all on her own 3 times. And besides, that Bozhina is an unclean woman and a witch. Only this time, something went wrong. Of course, I wasn't there. Being a God-abiding man, I was outside. But Marushka comes running out, shouting, "Pa, send for Bozhina! Ma's poorly!" I thought twice about it, but then I sent for her. She came along with a little girl, Pavlena, and a whole sack of herbs. She started brewing right away, and before the night was out, she was pouring God knows what kind of concoction down Ludmilla's throat. It's a wonder she didn't poison her, the crone. I couldn't get a wink of sleep all night. It wasn't till daybreak that Bozhina came out of the house, carrying in her arms. They could see right off. It was a boy. Like I said, only Yaroslav came out feet first. And as they were pulling him out, well, he was all Mother of God. I can't even say it. It was that Bozhina's doing, I tell you. If she hadn't pulled him out and left Ludmilla to manage herself, he could have lived.
I'm sure Bozhena didn't want to hurt your son. She was trying to help.
Help? By killing my son and condemning him to damnation? I asked the priest, and he told me every midwife has the sacred right to perform baptism when things go wrong. Like when it looks bad for the child, see? She can baptize him, make sure he gets to heaven. And you know what Bozhina did?
What?
Not a thing. She looked at that little body lying still and didn't do a damned thing. And my wife died a few hours later. So don't you tell me Bozhina was trying to help. That same evening, I got the other fellas from the village, and we drove that damned witch out beyond the boundary stone.
I see. She lives in the woods now.
A good thing, too. She hasn't shown up here since. Many times I told myself we should have done more to her, so she'd know how I felt.
I understand your pain, but it wasn't Bozhena's fault. She saved my life when I was wounded and lost in the woods. She's a good soul.
That's all well and good. But believe me, that witch will never wash clean her sins. Take care, friend.
Greetings. Good doggy. Good boy.
Here, mutt! Here, mutt!
Look what I have for you.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Anyone seen Roman?
You're looking for Roman? I also need to find him. To ask if he knows where Pavlena is.
That sweetheart of his? Well now, I hadn't thought of that. They could be together somewhere, so you can help me look for him.
Where do you think Pavlena and Roman might be?
Not long ago, Roman was talking over a beer about how him and Pavlena wanted to leave and start a new life. Somewhere where no one knows her and her ma.
You think they'd really do it?
I took it all with a grain of salt, but after what he told me last time, anything is possible. For Christ's sake, he's got a whole house his pa left him. He wouldn't just leave it on account of her, would he?
Well, I don't think either that Pavlena would just run off and leave her mother alone.
You never know with women. And what's more... No, I shouldn't say nothing about that. Best to go and look in Roman's house. He wouldn't just leave empty-handed, right?
All right. Let's go and take a look at Roman's.
Great. That is, you can go there.
Hang on, you said you two were friends. Why would I go there alone?
For one thing, I have to work. And besides, how would it look if anyone saw me breaking down his door? My reputation would be ruined, whereas you, no offense, you're a stranger. You don't have to worry about your good name, do you? But me, I'd lose my livelihood.
How do I get into Roman's house?
Through the door, of course. Only it's locked. I tried it. You'll have to figure something out.
Oh, that's just great. All right. I'll go and have a look.
After you search the place, come back and let me know what you found. I'll be around here somewhere.
Free. You're my doggy, eh? Free. Sit. Stay. Free. Search. Is there something here? Search.
Is that you?
Ah, never mind then.
Nobody home. But maybe Pavlena was here. It's set for two. Freshly eaten. And there are the baskets Pavlena came here to sell. They were here for sure. Maybe they just went for a stroll. Dushko might know about their favorite spots. I searched Roman's house.
And what did you find?
Well, there's no one there, but Pavlena had been there for sure. The table was set for two, and I found the baskets that she sells too.
You're right. It sure does look like she was there.
It can't have been long ago either. The food was still fresh. Any idea where they might have gone?
Well, they've got a favorite spot down by the stream. You could try looking there.
Where exactly?
There's a ditch leading from Roman's house to the stream. Follow it down the hill. When you come to a place where the stream flows between the two big boulders, turn left and go straight. There it is, under an old linden tree.
All right. Thank you.
But, mind you don't walk into the middle of anything, awkward. And tell that lazy bastard to get his ass to work. I'm not going to do his work for him.
See you later.
Christ, there must have been a fight here. This must be the place Dushko was telling me about. How the local lads bring their girls over here. Covered in blood. Used as a weapon, maybe. This is surely Pavlena's. A piece of her dress. This doesn't look good. If I give it to Mutt to sniff, he might catch a scent. Blood. I hope it's not Pavlena's. A trail of blood. We should see where it leads. Search. Here, Mutt. Search.
crack.
Stop there! Don't come any closer, or I'll cut her throat. I swear to God, don't try. Put that weapon away. If you don't put it down, I'll kill her.
Are you all right? Your mother sent me.
Yeah, I'm all right. A little bruised, but nothing serious.
What happened?
They killed him. They smashed his head in with a rock.
Who did they kill?
Roman. He was my sweetheart. They killed him by the stream.
Why?
He was protecting me from them. It was 2 against 1. You did the right thing, killing that bastard otter. Can we go home now?
I want to ask you something before we leave. Are you all right? You're not hurt?
No, I'm fine. Just a few scratches. It's nothing.
How did you get here?
Me and Roman were going down to the stream. He went back to get something, and I went on ahead. Those 2 bastards jumped me by the stream. I don't know what they wanted to do to me, but Roman stepped in. Only one of them grabbed a rock and...
I know. You don't have to say any more.
When it was all over and Roman was lying on the ground, Otter tied me up and dragged me here. I tried to make a run for it, but that bastard set his dog on me.
Do you know why they wanted to hurt you?
Yakesh put them up to it. For a long time after they chased us out, I didn't dare go to Troskovitz. Ma always warned me not to. Only then, I met Roman. I should have known the people there hadn't forgotten about us. And that Yakesh still wanted revenge.
Tell me something about Roman. What was he like?
He was a woodcutter in Troskovitz. We were... together. Sorry. I can't talk about it now.
What exactly happened? How did Roman die?
He was trying to protect me. If he hadn't come along, I don't know what those beasts would have done to me. Only that big brute grabbed a rock and smashed Roman over the head with it. He fell straight to the ground. I could swear he was looking at me the whole time, even though he was lifeless, like he was trying to tell me to run.
That's all I need to know.
So, can we please go now?
Come on. I'll escort you.
I don't want to spend another moment here.
Here we are. Pavlena's fine.
Pavlena, let me look. Are you all right?
I'm fine, Ma. They
abducted her.
God almighty. Who would do such a thing?
They were hired hands from Troskovitz.
And did they do anything to you?
No, they just tied me up. But they were Yakesh's hands. They would have killed me.
Yakesh? I might have known he wouldn't leave us in peace. Hasn't he hurt us enough already? Isn't it enough that we have to live here because of him?
Ma.
I knew it would come to this. Henry, I need one last service from you.
I'd be glad to help.
Yakesh is to blame for everything. For us being driven out, for Pavlena being abducted.
And for everything else.
Everything leads back to him and his old hatred. We'll never have peace as long as he's alive.
What are you trying to say?
I want you to kill him.
What? Are you serious?
Yes. It's either him or us.
Yakesh told me how it was with his son. He said you could have baptized him, but you didn't.
What? Are you trying to say now that he's in the right? That child was stillborn, and his mother needed help. Should I have let her die to christen her dead child?
I understand. That wouldn't be right.
Yakesh didn't think so.
Bozhena, don't you know that that path leads nowhere good? They hurt Pavlena, yes, but you mustn't do anything. Murder is a sin.
No, Henry. Enough is enough. When Yakesh accused us of killing his son, I did nothing. When they drove us out of the village, I did nothing. When we had to forage in the woods to survive and spent the winter shivering over dying embers, I did nothing. And now, when Yakesh tried to kill my daughter, you tell me I should do nothing? No, lad. This can't go on.
And what if someone then avenges Yakesh's death on you?
Let them. I've had enough. Why would I make peace with someone who only wants to hurt us?
I don't know. There's just been enough death already. When is it going to end?
It'll end with Yakesh's death. There's no other way. If you think you can convince Yakesh, go ahead and try. But I can tell you now, it'll come to nothing.
I'm not getting involved in any murder as long as there's a chance of talking it over. I'll try to patch things up between you and Yakesh, even if you don't think it'll work out.
As you wish. But when you fail, you'll know what needs to be done. Otherwise, this will never end.
Thank you once again for saving Sir Hans's life. And mine. I promised I'd pay you back, and I keep my word. So please accept this token of gratitude on behalf of me and Sir Hans.
Thank you, Henry. You're an honorable man who doesn't make promises lightly. I'll put it aside for Pavlena. At least she'll have something now, after all the horrors she's been through. Take care now. You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
I apologize.
Good boy, good boy. You don't want to do that. Ah! Ah! No, I give up. No, I give up.
Huh?
Hey! Get out of here before I slice you to ribbons! Scram! Right now!
Oh, braver Köter. Ganz brav.
Scheiße! This carriage is really schrecklich.
You're always moaning.
It is tossing us around. It is a miracle my bones are all in the right place. Scheiß drauf.
If you don't like it, take your
Could I
stock
ride with
and
you for a
walk
bit?
the rest of the way.
My feet are starting to hurt.
Perhaps it will not be so
But
bad.
feel free to get
Du
on.
widerlicher Bastard.
Hop, hop!
Thanks. I'll take it from here.
Why not sing?
Who's that creeping around? Are you in need of something? Praise be to the Lord. Nothing's missing. What's that? Hey, you can't just walk around here without permission.
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not bad. So far.
Look, I know relations between you and Bozhena the herb woman aren't good, but it's time to put an end to the animosity.
Where are you going with this? That witch deserves no pity.
But you're not entirely without blame. Bozhena told me everything, but whatever happened between you, it has to end now. Bozhena came very close to losing her daughter on account of your feud.
Your farmhands abducted her, and they killed her sweetheart.
But I had nothing to do with that. They did it of their own free will, not on my orders.
That means nothing. They did it because of you. They wanted you to be indebted to them.
But that's not my fault, and I don't see why I should have to make up with Bozhena on account of it.
Whether you ordered it or not, you're still guilty. If you hadn't got boozed up and started spouting shit, none of this would have happened.
Go to hell. What I say and do is my business. What other people make of it is theirs. So stop fucking bothering me with talk about making amends. Bozhena didn't make any amends to my Yarush.
As you wish. I won't try to convince you.
Yeah, you'd be wasting your time. Don't bother me again.
Greetings to you. Good doggy. Good boy.
Take his little soul to your bosom, if not in life.
Who are you praying for?
For my son, Yaroslav.
How come he's buried there and not at the cemetery?
He died during birth and was never christened, so he couldn't be buried in the cemetery.
God have mercy. I'm sorry about that.
Aye, me too. If it hadn't been for that treacherous old hag, he wouldn't be here under a tree. He'd be in the churchyard, as he ought to be. The poor, innocent soul. Or standing right here next to me.
When did your son die?
Well, Yaroslav would have been 5 years old now.
What about your other children?
One of my daughters got married and moved out. Marushka and Olina are still here. Once they get married, I'll be left all alone on the farm.
Why? One of them could live on the farm with her husband, couldn't she? Lots of fellows would give the right arm for a place like this.
Aye, true enough. Only a father should pass his livelihood on to his son, goddammit! Don't tell me it's different where you come from.
Well, I only got to know my father recently. He's the royal hetman, Sir Radzig Kobyla.
You, a noble? That's a hard one to swallow.
Just because I'm not dressed up in my Sunday best doesn't mean my father's not a noble. I really am Sir Radzig's bastard. My ma was a commoner, so she couldn't marry Sir Radzig. Fortunately, his loyal subject Martin took her in and raised me like his own.
Out of duty?
To be honest, I couldn't tell you. But however it started, they became close. And later, when they died, Sir Radzig took charge of me. So actually, I have two fathers.
God's will. There are times I wish I'd died before Yaroslav. I'd have saved myself all the misery since then. And all that's still to come.
I don't have any more questions. Thanks.
Take care, friend.
Fuck you, Wolfson. Now you're mine, you bastard! Enough! I give up! Sick! You fucker! Now you're gonna die!
You silly doggy.
I know I talked about making peace with Yakesh, but, well, he's dead.
So, you decided I was right in the end. Good, Henry. It was a bad deed, but for a good cause. God will surely forgive us. Here, I was saving this coin up for Pavlena. But no. And you deserve it for all you done.
No thanks. I can't accept that.
Oh? Are you sure?
Quite.
Very well, then. But if you ever need anything, come and see me. It was good to see you, my friend.
I'd like you to teach me something.
Yeah, all right. But it will cost you. What would you like to know?
Yakesh is dead. You no longer have anything to fear.
Good. I hope he died in agony, like that bastard Otter. I should have killed him earlier, down by the stream, when he was fighting with Roman, and I just stood there watching. I never thought they'd kill him, but now they all got what they deserved. Thank you, Henry. Now Roman can rest in peace. I want you to take this. You can sell it somewhere.
What is it?
A pendant that Roman gave me. I can't keep it anymore. After all that's happened, I want to forget everything.
No, I can't take that. You might not feel that way now, but one day you'll regret not having anything to remember Roman by. You can put it away, out of sight. But keep it. One day it'll remind you of good times too.
Maybe you're right, Henry. Thank you for everything. Take care then.
So, how are you doing?
Well, not bad, all things considered. I mean, with all that happened over the past few days.
I understand. I didn't want to upset you. I was just wondering if you had everything you needed and so on.
You're so sweet, but we're doing all right. Don't worry about us. What we need and can't make ourselves, we buy. We earn some coin from my baskets and Mother's medicines, but mostly we live off what the forest provides. Ma taught me about every flower, root and mushroom, so I pick a lot of things. Ma can cook a hare like no one else, so I bring a lot of them. I can hit one at 30 paces. Sometimes we even eat venison. I can shoot a deer at 50 paces, but don't tell anyone.
Of course. You can trust me. Hitting a hare at 30 paces, that's some serious marksmanship. I'm not sure I could do it. Perhaps you could teach me a few tricks.
I'd be happy to, but don't expect any miracles. You just need to know your way around the forest and practice a lot. And when you live alone in the forest, you've got plenty of time for that.
Can you spare a while? I want to ask you something. What will you two do next? You and your mother?
Honestly, I have no idea. I'll take care of Ma and learn everything she knows. Not long ago, I thought me and Roman, that we could have a life together. But now I know how foolish I was. Folk here will never accept us. And I don't care about them either anymore.
What about other places? You could move somewhere else.
No, Henry. People are the same everywhere. Suspicious and hateful of everything that is even a bit different. I'm sick of it.
I'm very sorry about Roman. How did you two meet?
Roman was pretty much the only person who would talk to me in Troskovitz. He was always very nice to me. We met when the old butcher's wife wouldn't pay me for a basket. Roman told her my work was worth the same whether I lived in Troskovitz or not. He paid for the basket himself.
Sounds like Roman was a decent bloke.
Aye. He always tried to help everyone. And he didn't judge people just by their blood or the place they came from.
What had happened with Yakesh back then? when they drove you out. I'd like to know how you remember it.
I was just a little girl, but I remember something went wrong with the childbirth. Yakesh called Ma and me too late. And when we arrived, there was already a lot of blood. I was boiling water and changing bed sheets, while Ma was with Ludmilla. The baby didn't want to come out. It was a dreadful struggle. Eventually they pulled it out, but it was all... It didn't come out in one piece. Ludmilla was screaming terribly. Yakesh walked in, and when he saw his son, I swear to God, I saw his soul leaving him. It wasn't our fault.
I know. But they drove you out all the same.
Aye. They burst into our cottage that evening. They beat Ma, and then dragged us out. I thought we were done for. Even now, I sometimes wake up in the middle of the night with that same feeling, that I'm being dragged out and there's nothing I can do about it. I'd rather die than live through anything like that again.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
Show me your wares. A word about the price.
But of course.
How's this?
That sounds really interesting. Lower it a little more, and I'll be satisfied. Aye, that sum will convince me.
Christ, pardon me.
Excellent. Excellent. Next time it'll be even better.